Hey guys, Brian Chandler, Remax Alliance here in Parker, Colorado. It's July 3rd, and we're looking at going into probably a uneventful 4th of July weekend, unfortunately. But today I'd like to go over a home buying tip. It's not just for a first-time home buyer, it's for any home buyer, and it's regarding the contract to buy and sell, which everyone needs to use when they make an offer on a property. There's some really important things that you need to be aware of in there that could hurt your transaction significantly. And we're going to review a couple of those here in just a bit. By the way, my website is homesellers.us. And if you'd be so kind as to subscribe down below here on the video channel and click the bell, then you'll be notified of the next tip I upload. And I'm trying to do a sequence of these to help out you home buyers out there. So I'll be back in just a minute and we'll share my screen and go over a few things in the contract to buy and sell. See you in a bit. Hi guys, I'm back, Brian Chandler, Remax Alliance in Parker. Hey, one of the first things I want to address here, and I'm going to try to make this really short so it doesn't drag on, but you need to have a good realtor represent you when you're buying or selling. Someone who's knowledgeable of the area, knowledgeable about real estate, knowledgeable about contracts. This is a 20-page contract, and that doesn't even include all the disclosures. I was first licensed in 1977, and believe me, every year more paperwork gets added. The contracts get longer and longer. We used to have a 3-page contract originally when I started. So today we're going to deal with a term called time is of the essence. What does that mean? Well, in real estate, it refers to dates and deadlines in the contract, and that's what's being shown here below. So we're going to deal with today, even though there's a lot of different deadlines and dates for loans and appraisals and surveys and such, we're going to deal with the home inspection. When you have an offer accepted on a home, you have the right to have the home inspected. You pay for an inspector, comes out, and it gives you a report. Now, keep in mind, based on how busy the inspectors are, based on how busy real estate is, you want to get these things ordered immediately after the offer is accepted so you can make your deadline dates. When the report comes back, if there's things that are objectionable, you have the right to either accept them or you can go back to the seller and object to them. That's why we have an inspection objection deadline date that would be figured in here. If there's something in the report that comes back that you don't like, and maybe there's mold, and you're saying, I don't want to buy a house that had mold, you can terminate, and you have a deadline date to terminate. Now, if your agent doesn't remind you and tell you we've got a deadline date, we need to respond or terminate, you've accepted the terms of the agreement and the report that was given to you. So if you've got an issue, you need to be aware of these dates and respond. Now, once you do object, if you do, then the seller has the option to resolve those issues, and he has a deadline date to respond back to you to say, well, we'll take care of those things and fix them, or we won't, or we'll fix part of them, and we want to continue discussing and negotiating on these points. But if he misses the deadline resolution date and comes back and says, I'm not going to resolve any of those items you objected to, then the deal's off. It terminates, you're out of the deal, or you go back and try to renegotiate again. So important, make sure your realtor has those dates, you have those dates in your calendar, and make sure that if you're not going to make them, that you try to do an amendment or an extension to ask for more time. My website is homesellers.us. I think I mentioned that before. And at my website, I do have a buyer and seller's report, which is about 35 pages each. You can come to my website here, download the report just by clicking here on the image. If you'd like to have a free consultation, I don't really mind where you are. You don't have to be in Colorado or in Parker. If you'd like some advice, I'm happy to get back to you. All you need to do is fill out this form here, submit it, and I'll be back in touch. Or you can call me directly at 720-808-1007. Anyway, until next time, Brian Chandler, Remax Alliance, checking out.